I sensed at our practice today that we, we're young. It's going to keep using that word, young, and through the half-speed practice, we made a lot of mistakes, and it really bothered me to a point where I brought in guys I think as our leaders, Nico, Prentice, and Anthony. I mean, Nico, Prentice, and JD before the game, they were sitting on on my couch and voiced my concerns about doing a better job of listening, and sure enough, we just weren't ready to play. And we played a team that we gave them, a dead-on analysis for who they were going to be. They shot the ball poorly in their first game, got beat at home, and they weren't going to do it twice in a row. Well coached, a lot of tradition. They came out and never went away. Actually, had almost an insurmountable lead, and I guess before you take questions, I just thought it showed a lot of character by our young guys. It wasn't Chase Knight, so really it was all underclassmen that did it, and I'm proud of that part of it.
What can you say about Nico's rebound? I mean, 15 the other night.
Unbelievable.
Tonight.
I mean, out of all I thought it was just such a great team effort. Everybody, Logan played 4 good minutes, and you can see why his minutes are going to go up. He's not afraid, but I think out of all the great performances, that 20 rebounds jumps out like, when's the last time somebody's had 20? Pierce? Yeah. I mean, amazing. 9 offensive. And I think the bigger stat is that I don't think he's done growing. I don't think his lungs are done growing. He's young, and he's able to play 36 minutes at a high level. Just a lot of youth. It's just frustrating at times, but that's why that's why they call me coach. I'm supposed to coach them through that. And it was frustrating at times tonight, but we just stuck with them and stayed positive, and it was really an amazing win.
You guys leave like 2 in the morning. I think you got to be here back here.
Yeah.
I mean, that's got to be a pretty distracting.
Oh, think about the trip. Think about the trip had we lost. That'd have been a lot of fun. Yeah, just a lot of. We were due, but I thought JD set the tone. You could tell when he started picking up and really playing. We showed a lot of energy. Guys logged a lot of minutes, and I mean, Doobie's going to be a factor. Not Dion. There's a lot of stories in this. I mean, everybody, look at you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys in double figures scoring. I thought, the word selfish wasn't a good description of our offense in the first half. I thought we were lazy. One pass, jack it up. Our team is not selfish. We looked selfish. We were just lazy. We didn't want to work hard to get great shots like Prentice, worked really hard and bounced it to Raekwon, and boy, can he jump, huh? Wow. Unreal.
Coach, it seemed you finally found your offensive rhythm right when you went down 50 to 36 in the second half. Was it like a sense of urgency that helped this team finally click on offense?
I think our defense triggered the offense. They turned it over some, I believe, and we got some calls, a charge. Joe, I think it should be noted that the opposing coach got a technical in the heat of the game, which is usually the other way around. So the guy's going to be 62 in 14 days or whatever it is. That's improvement. That's maturity. That was a big technical.
Dion and Raekwon's just energy that they gave you there off the bench, I mean, was tremendous. Especially, Raekwon, that tip slam was
Yeah.
2 points.
Well, it was just I mean, Anthony passes up a wide open three and throws it to Raekwon, who can't throw it in the ocean, and he makes it. I mean, it was our night during that time period. But and the biggest factor that was probably went unnoticed was JD took Cooks, and we really stifled Cooks. Cooks is they're a returning all-league player, and he hit his first three. We wanted him to shoot threes, but JD really shut him down at the end.
Did you make any adjustments at halftime to stop Cooks? Because he had 9 in the first half, then he only had 2 in the second half. And 1 for 6.
Yeah, we took Che out and put, Raekwon, or we put other guys on him. He was just going by Che and putting us in rotations the whole time, and he's quite a passer. So it wasn't the game plan never really changes, to be honest with you. We have a way we know to beat this team, and the change was we started doing it. And then you got to find the right mix. Again, some night it might be Che's night against Tulane, but the missed free throws early, we just weren't. But they answered. Give them credit. They're good guys. I mean, you can see them beating a big name team.
With those charges and then the 6 assists by Prentice Nixon, was he kind of a catalyst in the second half for you guys for those younger guys to be able to score?
Yeah, I mean he's the energy bunny. He just keeps playing. He really is a terrific teammate and gets so much out of his talent and hits some huge shots down the stretch. And then he makes that bonehead play at the end where he's driving it, and I thought we were up 3. So I didn't know we were up 4, and all of a sudden I see this ball going towards the rim. So it kind of tells you our team. That's who we are. But you saw a lot of camaraderie out there and a total team effort when it counted.
How encouraging is it not only to see Raekwon do what he did tonight, but for him to do what he did in crunch time? He had 7 of his 11 points with 6:18 or under. He made big shots.
Yeah, Raekwon is a typical guy out of a junior college or a new guy. Just there's a lot of boundaries, academically, and he's met them all. Don't get me wrong, but he's used to being on a junior college team that won by 40 every game. He's not used to, he dunks it and he just stands there and kind of pounds his chest instead of getting back. I mean, but he's just a sophomore, and he's a great kid. The thing about him is, like I said earlier, he can make a mistake, but he's got the ability to sprint out to one of their shooters and even violate the gap. But he was huge in getting some of those guys off the three-point line, which was the key to the game, and we finally did. All right. Joe, you going to Jamaica?
Nico, 20 rebounds tonight. You had 15 the other night. Just what's going on there?
I mean, I know all y'all probably been to our practices, so you know what we do. The first hour is just straight rebounding. So, that helps me a lot, getting into the rhythm of rebounding and going to getting it, Past years, with Teal and Emmanuel and all of them, that also helped me watching them and going to get some practice, how to go get the rebound and stuff like that. So that really helped.
Did you believe how many you had? Did you see it at some point?
Yeah, I mean, I had 15 last game when 20-something minutes, so I knew if I didn't get in foul trouble, I was going to get to the 20 mark. I mean, that's my goal. I'm going to try to get, 15-plus rebounds a game. That's my goal. The points will come, but it's not a big issue for me. I'm just trying to get the rebounds so we can win.
What's that like for you, knowing you've got a guy like that that's going to go get the rebounds? Does that make it easier for the rest of you guys a little bit?
Nico does his part, and I think, as guards, we have to get better at doing our part. We rebounded as a guards pretty well tonight, but overall, if he gets 20 and we get 5 apiece, we get 2 apiece, we probably can out rebound tonight. So tonight, I mean, you go down as 5, 25, 5, 3, 4, 1, 5. I mean, everyone did their part down the glass. And, you know, in an effort like this, you know, it's hard to beat us.
Prentice, it seemed like you guys were out of rhythm on offense for around like the first 25 minutes. Then all of a sudden things began to click. What kind of changed there?
You know, my job as the point guard is to get everybody involved. And I think in the first half I did a poor job of doing that. In the second half, we started moving the ball, and I started hitting, you know, open people. And, you know, once we start making shots, everyone feeds off the energy. So as my job as a point guard, you know, I take responsibility in the first half. And, you know, second half, you know, I had to make a change.
Did it have anything to do with having maybe a sense of urgency? Because you guys seemed to turn it on once you went down 14.
You know, I think, you know, no matter what team you are in the country, no matter who you are, when you go down 14, everyone has a sense of urgency.
Right.
So, you know, it's just, you know, we had to get gritty and had to get stops on defense, and, you know, the stops led to scores.
You guys, with just 7 players last year, all the roles were so defined. Now you played 10 tonight. Is it some of the early struggles kind of just a matter of figuring out whose role and who's doing what so far in the early season right now?
I mean, it's just the early going. It's our fourth game, second regular season game. You know, I think last year we had offensive struggles too at the beginning, but like we said, we pride ourselves on defense. We're trying to be a top 15, 10 defensive team in the country, and the offense will just come along. I think we'll work at it more in practice, and the more chemistry we get, the better it'll be.
You guys leave tonight, right? Like in the middle of the night?
To be able to be here at 2 a.m.
Yeah. That, I'm not saying it was distracting or anything like that, but what do you think that's going to be like leaving in the middle of the night for, you know, for a trip like that down to Jamaica?
I think it'll show maturity and see who's ready to play and who's ready and who's not ready to play. You know, playing a game in Jamaica, you know, it's Jamaica. You know, everyone looks at it like it's Jamaica, but you know, we gotta look at it as a business trip, and you're gonna see, you know, who's mature when we play Tulane. Tulane's a great team. So you know, if we start the game tonight, I mean, on Friday like we started the game tonight, you know, we'll have some bad results.
Nico, you had 15 points or 15 boards in the first game and then 20 tonight. How important were the exhibition games for your progression in the rebounding department? You had 16 in each of those, kind of formed the outlook for the season.
Yeah, I mean, just like I said, you know, going to the Bahamas helped a lot too. You know, getting to play in the summer, get the rust off a little bit, and just grinding the preseason, getting rebounds, and then just going out there and performing well on the rebounding aspect really helped my confidence. And I know, and that's what this team needs me to do is rebound. So that's what I'm doing my best.
Prentice, before the season, you said you wanted to average 6 assists a game. You did tonight after 1 in the first game. You said it earlier. You weren't really trying to make enough plays for your teammates, but you did in the second half. And I think there was that one where Deion James passed it to you on the baseline, and the very next possession you didn't want to get the play. Are you starting to kind of feel that coming together?
Yeah. I think, you know, first game, everyone, you know, comes out pressing in the first game. We all try to get our own. And even in the first half tonight, it showed, you know, it's still early in the season. We're a young team. And, you know, once we settle down and really just, you know, move the ball and see the open things, I hit Deion a couple times. It was wide open. He had wide open layups, wide open jump shots. You know, in games to come, I hit Nico and it'd be wide open dunks. Hit Quan, wide open dunk. You know, once we slow down and just, you know, play our game, you know, things seem wide open. Then the rim looks as big as the ocean.
How much of a boost did Raymond and Deion give you guys off the bench tonight?
It was big time. I mean, like we've been saying for a while, those are two guys that we saw that were going to be able to come in and help us right away. You know, those first couple exhibition games, you know, how they get used to the D1 level. You know, they're both from JUCO, so I think both of those guys, we knew that what they're capable of doing. They showed it tonight.
How much just, obviously, everybody that gets in scores. This is a team that you had 5 guys in double figures. Is that the way this team's going to be this year, you think? It's kind of much more balanced. I mean, last year it became so much Gian and Emmanuel and somebody else. It was a different somebody else. But you think it's going to be a little bit more of a 10-year, 12-year, 14-year type team?
Yeah, you know, the way we're looking to share the ball, you know, it'll be multiple guys in double figures every night. Some guys sometimes not going to be somebody's night, but it's going to be somebody else's night. So, you know, we just take it game by game. You know, if you're open, you shoot it. If you feel like you can get to the rim, you get to the rim. And, you know, step to the line and make free throws. So, you know, this team's wide open. You know, everyone contributes on a nightly basis. And, we just got to get better on defense then.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, appreciate it.